this. We've got this big, huge plaque here. What do you call? I don't know what it's called in English. We're celebrating something, getting ready for that for our village. So see if I can get more information. At the opposite village, you see another one of these big plaques that is also being erected. And yeah, looking forward to experiencing my first one of these festivals. These are what's called in Cantonese Taiping Qingjiu. Is a festival that has been practicing for, let's see how long now, since the Qing dynasty. It is a way for the village to ask for protection from the gods and to ask for prosperity for the village. And the most famous Taiping Qingjiu is this one in Chengzhou, where you also have this yearly the Bun Mountain, where you climb up and they have a contest to see who can collect the most buns climbing up the mountain. So it looks like it's another really exciting thing that is happening in our village, and it is practiced every few years or so. I had a chance to talk to a lady who is from France, and she's been living here for like 8 years, and she's wanting to learn Mandarin, and she still doesn't speak Cantonese. I said to her, that's like me going to France and trying to learn German, you know. And her reason for not learning Cantonese is because it is difficult. The fact that you're analyzing it is a hindrance to your learning, because a baby doesn't need to do that in order to learn all the tones. You are still learning all the tones despite whether or not you know if there was 9 or 5 or 50 tones, what have you. You're still using or grounding yourself with this one quality that we are all born with to mimic. Okay, so I can't stress enough how it is important that we rely on this God-given ability to learn really anything. Now, if you want to analyze, okay, well, let's analyze. Well, my question to her was that if you think 4 tones is easier than, let's say, 6 tones, in my case, in my videos before, I said you can get away with, I can't remember now, I think it was 4 tones or something. If you have 5,000 marbles and you have to organize them in some sort of way, just categorizing it, colors, size and shapes, or what have you, which one is easier? If you're given a drawer that has only 4 sections, or if you've given a drawer that has 9 sections to it. So her conclusion was that, well, of course, a 9-section drawer would be much easier to organize my marbles. So therein lies the difficulty of learning Mandarin. Yes, it's easier to pick up 4 tones. The distinction with only 4 tones for thousands of words is much harder than you would with 9 tones, right? So if you analyze it that way, you know, Mandarin is much harder. When I listen to Mandarin songs, and also due to the fact that they can change the tones, the original tone of the word to any tone you want, most of the time, I don't understand absolutely anything about Mandarin songs. When I ask native speakers if they feel the same way, actually they do feel the same way. A lot of times when they listen to Mandarin songs, unless they look at the lyrics, they have no idea what's been sung, you know. So don't let that fool you. I mean, I don't want to analyze things like that. I still abide by my theory of, you know, mimicking, play the tones on the instruments and get used to the tones that way.